that instead of dynamic viscosity, we actually use the kinematic viscosity. Kinematic viscosity. What is kinematic viscosity? Mu by rho. The rho is the density. When you divide mu by rho, then you basically also take into account the density effect of the fluid and you call it a dynamic viscosity. Okay. Now, as I have discussed that most of the flow in nature is turbulent. So what happens when you have a turbulent? What happens when you have a turbulent? Just one minute. If there is a if I have a planar smooth surface, if I have a planar smooth surface and above that there is a, this is the depth of the flow and the flow is turbulent. Flow is turbulent. Okay. So on this surface a flow is operating and it is turbulent. So this flow has two interfaces. One is this is the fluid with solid interface. Fluid solid interface, and this is the interface with air. This is the interface with air. If it is an open flow. Now what will happen? That at the contact with this solid, this flow has a velocity. If I consider the mean flow velocity v, this fluid has a mean flow velocity v. Now, will there be this v will be operated at each an individual plane on this fluid? Individual plane of this fluid? Everywhere it will be v? No. When it will be in the contact with the solid, that the relative velocity will be very, very low. Relative velocity will be very, very low and almost it will have no velocity because of the resistive force of the solid. So what will happen? I am talking about when it is a smooth planar surface. Uska baat kar raha hu. That from this surface and reaching to its mean velocity, you will get a kind of profile. That if it is here 0, then the velocity it is increasing, and then the mean velocity. So the at contact the velocity is near 0, then it will be 0.4 v. The maximum is 0.6 to 0.7 v, and then here it will reach the thickness of this layer. This is what we call the viscous sublayer. I am talking about a turbulent flow, and the flow is happening on a smooth planar surface. उसमें क्या होता है? Am I clear? Is it clear to everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So what is happening? That in such case, I am getting a layer at the bottom of the flow in contact with the solid surface, what we call the viscous sublayer. Now, what is happening in the viscous sublayer? We also call it boundary layer. We also call it boundary layer. Now, what is happening in this boundary layer? In this boundary layer, I am getting a velocity gradient. That is, the fluid velocity v is here and fluid velocity 0 is here. From v to 0, and that is happening within this depth. So within this there is a velocity gradient where from v to 0 over here. And this velocity gradient actually puts a shear stress on this surface. If there is everywhere the same velocity, there will be no stress actually. Unless you put a gradient will put a stress. Now you understand that why the stress is there. Now what will happen if I have a pebbly bed over which the turbulent flow is there? A pebbly bed. Instead of smooth, there is a pebbly bed. So this viscous sublayer will be totally disturbed. And the viscosity will be totally communicated overlying. There will be no viscous sublayer or boundary layer that will be formed. I always discuss in this context the role of the boundary layer and the viscous sublayer. I always discuss because the famous incidents of the sad demise of Kalpana Chawla. You must be knowing the Kalpana Chawla, her death when she was coming back to Earth, and the entire spaceship was burned and it got fired as it entered into the Earth's atmosphere. Isn't it? Why? Why that fire? The main reason is this boundary layer. Now your spacecraft, which was moving in hundreds of kilometers per hour, it is entering into the almost nearly stagnant without any velocity the atmosphere. So your velocity of hundreds of kilometers per second, how that velocity, the air which is coming in contact with the spacecraft, that is at almost zero velocity. So when your 100 kilometer per second velocity, it will be immediately there will be a zero velocity at its contact. How you will transfer the velocity? That failure of the transfer of velocity, that will create a huge amount of heat and that will cause the fire. And that is why the modeling, that what will be the shape of the spacecraft, how a aircraft is designed like that to minimize the boundary layer effect, because boundary layer will put enough huge stress, because you are basically, you are understanding what I am saying, that if I have a huge difference in the velocity and there is not much space to change over from one velocity to the another velocity, so that will create a huge stress on the system. This is exactly same thing, that is what is the boundary layer that operates, and this is one of the reasons that the fluid creates a stress on the surface, and that stress is responsible basically for movement of the sediment. Movement of the sediment. Any question you can ask? Okay. Now let us first start with a very simple case, and I will stop today's class with that, because I am getting knocked in my door and that they want to close the department. That is a fluid flow through a channel or a pipe. Fluid flow through a channel or a pipe. What will happen if I have a fluid flow? So you have a fluid. So what are the forces that will be operating? The one force which is basically causing the fluid flow, that is the F1, that is the gravitational force. force. And the force which will resist the flow. Resist, that is the frictional force. So the F2 is frictional force. What I am discussing now? The fluid flow through a channel or pipe. What really happens in case of a fluid flow? Understood? Now, the major force which is causing the fluid to flow is a gravitational force. And the counter force which will operate on the flow, on the fluid, that is the frictional. So, frictional force against the surface of the channel or the surface of the pipe, and also frictional force where the fluid is coming in contact with the air. So, what is will be a F1? Rho VG LA. That is the density of the fluid, acceleration due to gravity. L is the length of channel. A is the cross section, cross sectional area. And what this is F1. What will be F2? This is the shear stress. L is the length. P is the weight perimeter. Suppose this is a channel cross section and I have a fluid. So from here to here, where the fluid is in contact with the channel, I call it a weight perimeter. Is it clear?
Yes, sir. So
these two, if the flow is a non-accelerating flow, these two will be these two will be balancing one another. Actually here another effect will come, that is the slope of the channel. Sin alpha will also come, and I will take out the V, rho G L A sin alpha. Just 1 minute. I rewrite this equation. It will be rho G L A sin alpha. Sin alpha is the angle alpha. Rho G L A sin alpha. This is equal to that shear stress L and P. I know as to the log अंदर आने भी आए अरे पता नहीं सरस्वती मैडम और yesterday she came with us and ऑफिस में बैठे थे paper she tasked, she was ill for 7 days, she didn't do the testing, तो परसों टेस्ट किया तो कल रात को आया स्विच करने से, तो उसके बाद एक्चुअली सुबह बात हुई कि आज से डिपार्टमेंट सील कर दिया गया, तो मैं सुबह जब आया तो सील कर रहा था, मैंने मेरा क्लास है घर के अंदर है, तो मैं बोला तो क्लास के बाद डिपार्टमेंट सील कर दिया. This is the situation. मैं क्लास में तो मैं भी चला गया. क्योंकि ये बंद करेगा। Okay. So if the flow is non-accelerating, then F2 is equal to F1, and this is rho LP, this is rho G LS sin alpha. So then this will become rho G A by P sin alpha. This A by P, that is cross sectional area by weight parameter, this is what is called the hydraulic radius, rho G R sin alpha, where R equal to hydraulic radius. Hydraulic radius. In case of a pipe, this R will be pi d by 2 whole square by pi d. That means d by 4. So this equation then become rho G d by 4 sin alpha. Any question up to here?
सर अभी आपने D क्या लिखा है?
D is the diameter of a pipe. If D is the diameter of a pipe and D by 2 is the radius of the pipe, then the hydraulic radius of the pipe will be pi D by 2 whole square by pi D, which is equal to D by 4. That is the hydraulic radius. Now you all know about the Darcy's equation. You know Darcy's equation? Flow. Is it okay?
Sir,
Yes, is it okay up till there now?
the alpha is the angle between bed and vertical.
What?
Sir, alpha is the angle between bed and
No. But
Okay.
suppose there is a channel. मैं तो ऐसे draw किया हूँ. If I draw the channel, so then with the horizontal, this is the. So if this is the channel, and then this is actually the.
Okay, sir.
And we get the value of this sin alpha from the Darcy's equation. From Darcy's equation, the sin alpha value, this is a b square by d2g. This is we get from the Darcy's equation the value of sin alpha. And when we put this value of sin alpha into this equation, that is rho g d by 4 sin alpha. If you put this into this equation, which I get here, rho g d by 4 sin alpha, then you get F equal to F rho b square by 8. What I have said, From Darcy's law, we get the sin alpha 8 d square by d2g. If we put this value in this equation, rho g d by 4 sin alpha, we get the shear stress. This is equal to F rho b square by 8.
सर
Yes.
सर आपने बोला इन केस ऑफ पाइप सर हाइड्रोलिक रेडियस ये d/4 होगा सर ये सर आपने बोला सर इन केस ऑफ पाइप हाइड्रोलिक रेडियस आपने कैलकुलेट किया d/4
Yes,
बट
yes.
सर बट ये तो कांस्टेंट वैल्यू हो गई बट सर इसको तो वेट
कौन
पैरामीटर
सा? मैं समझा ही नहीं. d/4 होगा.
सर d/4 so d/4 is the
replace r by d/4.
so sir d/4 is a constant value.
d/4 and it depends upon the channel or pipe that what is the d value.
या तो सर हाइड्रोलिक रेडियस को तो वेट पेरीमीटर के हिसाब से वेरी करना चाहिए ना.
नहीं, वेट पेरीमीटर के हिसाब से जो हाइड्रोलिक रेडियस that is a by p. So a by p it is a function of both cross sectional area and the weight perimeter. Suppose when you are basically taking fluid flow in a pipe, so entire pipe is water filled. पाइप में तो तुम्हें हाफ फील्ड हाफ ये होता नहीं है ना.
Yes sir.
So when you have a pipe and it is entire filled, the diameter is a hydraulic radius.
Okay sir.
Okay. So then if you have this F rho v square by 8, then what will happen that the v value will be root over of 8g by f r sin alpha. What will be that? That this is equal to rho g r sin alpha and this is equal to f rho v square by 8. Okay, so if f rho v square by 8 equal to rho g r sin alpha, in that case v will be root over of 8g by f r sin alpha. That is what I have written. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now this is a very, very important equation. Extremely important equation not only for geologists but also for the civil engineers. Their bread and butter. This equation is their bread and butter, I can say. This 8g by f, that is a constant. 8g by f is a constant. And this constant is called the Chesy constant. Chzy, Chesy constant. And this equation is written as equal to c root over r sin alpha. So this is a constant, it comes out, and this is a Chesy constant. So suppose the engineer that is building a dam, and what will be the velocity of river in the dam, depending upon the slope of the river and the hydraulic radius of the river, the velocity of the river at the dam that can be calculated. What will be the upstream velocity, the downstream velocity, all are calculated. Very important equation, not only for the geologists but also for the civil engineers. This is called the Chesy equation. Okay? यहाँ तक क्लियर है ना?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now there is another person whose name is Manning. Manning. He revised this equation depending upon the different ground condition. Depending upon different ground conditions. Suppose there is a flow above a rough bouldery bed, or there is a flow above a very smooth clay bed. Then both the hydraulic radius and that will put a effect both on the hydraulic radius and the sine alpha. So what he has said that this is more practicable form of the equation is 1.49 r to the power 2 by 3 sine alpha to the power half by n. This is what he said. This is the practicable form of Chezy equation. Am I clear? He actually calculated, it is an empirical equation given from the Chezy equation by measurement of different kind of ground condition. But n is a value in case of a smooth surface, the value is 0.01. In case of a bouldery surface, the value is given 0.06. Value of n. And that is what is called the Manning equation. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I stop it here. हालत डिपार्टमेंट का बहुत खराब है और क्या मैं बोलूं, the whole country is reeling under corona, but there is no fear among politicians. They are doing rally. They give sermon to us, but they never follow what they tell to us. Do you agree with me or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So it is about that fortune and see the condition. जब से कोरोना हुआ है, I am telling you, I never stopped coming to department. Except for the 2020, the April महीना मैं नहीं आया था, May महीना 10 तारीख से मैं डिपार्टमेंट हर रोज आता था. Today is the first day. After the class, I have to leave early. First day, I am telling you, this is the situation. I had a plan to tell something more today, but next week, if the situation improves, if the situation improves, we'll start practical class also on Thursday, and I will mail you next week a few sheets. Okay, that will, one of that sheet will be the logarithmic graph sheet, which you cannot get in your nearest shop. So I will mail it, the logarithmic graph sheet. You people please take the printout. 3-4 printout ले लेना उसका. So that you, when I will be doing the practical class here, demonstrating, you can, sitting there, you can also do it with my, when I am taking the class. Okay. So next week we'll on next Thursday I am again meeting, and we'll have class as well as the practical class if the situation goes like this. Actually, problem here is that I from the very beginning I take class from the department, and in the department I have the board and I have all the facility. I can take it from the also from my home, but my problem is that I never enjoy teaching in PPT. That is my problem. So if I not enjoy, I can give a impromptu lecture. I can, but no, I don't. I think no replacement of the board teaching. So I enjoy board teaching, but even the situation compels me. I have to go by the PPT teaching or this thing. I do not know what will happen next week. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Acha, one more thing. That what I am teaching, if you find that my whatever, because in your class some are from already they have done their undergraduation in BU and some are not from BU. So I am some basic things also I am discussing, and if you feel that my classes are more or less the repetition, a repetition of what you have already gone through in your undergraduate, then stop me and tell me, sir, it is repetition, no necessity. Is it repetition, whatever is being done?
No, sir.
हेलो क्या सुनाई नहीं दिया आपको किसी ने?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
Go ahead. Okay. So we meet next week. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.